All right, what's going on, guys? Jason Sins here. The Batman of OFM has come to save you from your misery. Like the Messiah, I'm bringing the bread, the butter, the sauce, the fish, the wine, whatever else happened in the Bible. That's what I'm doing, guys. All the Christians watching this video, let me know down in the comments if I got that right. So what I want to go through in this video is the fastest way to make 15K per month on OnlyFans, okay? And there's so many people doing this the wrong way. There's a wrong way and there's a right way. I'm going to start by showing you the wrong way. Then I'm going to show you the right way. But before all of that, I'm going to show you why I'm qualified to actually tell you this. But the question is, why am I correct? Okay, so I'm just going to start off by telling you, this over here on the left, this is me 2 months before starting OFM, in the corporate grind, eating my little lunch boxes, speaking into my little headset, and having a fantastically shitty life, okay? Then over here on the right, this is me like 18, 19 years old, ripping the bong with the homies, having a great time, okay? That's me, guys. I've done it all. So now, this is what my life looks like, right? I am able to travel the world, do exciting shit, work from anywhere in the world, whenever I want, at whatever time, and just be completely free. This is like a mood board of my life right here. Now, reason number one why I am correct is because I am. And let's just start with that. Reason number two is I started OFM in February 2024, which makes it just about a year that I've been in this business, which should tell you that I know something that other people don't because I am doing it correctly. Now, reason number three, I made 12K in my first month with OFM as a total noob. Total noob from the corporate grind, knew nothing, started OFM, 12K in my very first month. Now, I think that speaks for itself. I played my cards in a specific way. Within a year's time, I went from the corporate sadness to an OFM noob to an agency making over 100K per month. And just to validate my claims, here we have one of our inflows. Okay, so this is the month of January. We get some like little reloading going. And just like that, okay, we made $93,200 gross. Fantastic. Okay, we move over to this inflow. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get like reloaded, do a little Fugazi. Here we made $27,082 gross. This is an agency that I run with a different partner. Now, if we move over here, this is one client that we have from the primary agency. And this is just one client that we have with a very specific chatting agency. And you'll notice that we made $20,232. Something that's unique that I want to point out, that's just interesting anecdotal information for you. See how there's like a gap right here? We were completely suspended for 3 days on OnlyFans, so we weren't able to get any subs, we weren't able to speak to anybody, we weren't able to do anything. So that kind of sucked. However, if you add these numbers up, right, what are we doing? Last month in January, we made $140,000, minus 28, which is that 20%, which means we made $112,000 in net revenue in the month of January. Can't fucking see. So let's get into reason number five. I've tried almost everything, and I have a system that has allowed me to avoid OFM hell. And if you're wondering what OFM hell is the never-ending loop of chasing the bag, failing consistently, and trying again till you age prematurely. That is OFM hell, and that's where most people are suffering. Right, reason number six, I'm not from the UK, I'm not from the US, I'm from Eastern Europe. So any claim of that I'm having a geographical advantage or like more money, blah, 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 it's absolutely not factual because I am from Eastern Europe, guys. The salary that I was making at my corporate job, keep in mind, was like a really good salary. I was making 2K per month. And then reason number seven, most of my clients speak absolute zero English, all except one lives in a Western country. That should tell you I have absolutely no advantage over you. So let's get into the good stuff then, right? Like, what is the wrong way that most people suffer from? So it starts with step one. They're trying to sign a creator, and they resort to IG direct DM, they resort to running ads, outreach through OnlyFinder, blah, 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 manual methods. This process takes anywhere from 3 to 8 weeks for a total beginner. So they just lost 3 to 8 weeks of their lives doing absolutely nothing and of their actual entrepreneurial career because you could have been 3 to 8 weeks ahead of the game already, but instead you lost this time trying to sign a creator. Then secondly, what happens? You start to learn marketing, right? You spend 1 to 6 months trying Reddit, dating apps, traffic providers, and guess what? What happens? You get banned, patched, scammed, and broke, and then step three is you struggle indefinitely in this period. And if you ask me, that sounds fucking shit. So then when you're struggling indefinitely in step three, what happens, right? So you're either gonna lose the model or get scammed by the model. You might make 1K per month and then fall into like the never-ending loop of OFM hell, like we just explained, of just constantly chasing the minute bag and the hope that you will be able to make more. And then there's a chance that you might reach 10K per month in anywhere between 5 to 12 months from now, right? But there is a high chance that during this period you will quit or just honestly never make it. And then you will be like this guy, just burnt out. Okay. So I think we covered the wrong way. I think a lot of you might identify yourselves in this actual diagram. Now let's go check out the correct way. So step 1, study a proven step-by-step marketing plan, right? Do this for 2 weeks. Don't start by trying to sign your creator. Start by actually understanding what the fuck you're about to do and what you're about to implement. So when the time comes, you are an expert. That is what I did. I had a proven strategy. I knew what I was going to do and I just implemented it. That's why I made $12,000 in my very first month on OnlyFans. So step 1, you're studying that marketing plan. You're preparing for your final exam. It's a 2-week period of you just locking in, just figuring out everything it is you need to know. So then when the time comes, you're going to execute on it, right? As long as you don't have like the proven step-by-step method, then you're pretty much just doing a guessing game, right? Like you have no textbook, right? No textbook for your exam. So that brings us to step 2, right? You've learned the marketing. So now in step 2, we're going to sign a creator. I would recommend, which is not mandatory, but I would highly recommend it, and I'll tell you exactly why. In 1 to 3 days time, you can sign a marketplace model for anywhere from $300 to $500. Okay, it costs $300 to $500. I get it. Maybe not like the easiest for everybody at a given moment. However, guys, you have to understand you're in this business to make money. Are you going to waste months, weeks trying to do something for $400, or are you just going to pay $400 to get it done in 2 days? I know what I would pick, and that's what I picked, and that's why it worked for me. And now step 3 is just starting the marketing. And the 2 things you start at the same time is Threads and Instagram, because it has a low learning curve. It's so freaking easy. Threads and Instagram, everybody understands it. There's no major information. There's no bans, there's no patches. There's nothing that you have to figure out like a freaking hacker nerd. You just have to do it. You just have to lock in. It's social media, bro. Like, come on. 18-year-olds out here doing theme pages. You're telling me you can't figure out Threads and Instagram for an OnlyFans model with some boobs? Crazy. Okay, bro, let's get down to earth. Threads and Instagram at the same time, right? So step 4 is make subs with Threads in 10 to 14 days. That is the conservative time period which it takes to actually make results with Threads. And I'm talking about paid subs daily. Step 5 is going to be make subs with IG in 21 to 31 days, right? You started these at the same time. Threads picks up first. Step 5, you start getting the IG subs. And then step 6, to be absolutely cost effective and not lose any time or money, blah, 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 we're reinvesting some of these profits that we make from these daily subs into a Twitter method. And so in Twitter, there are some costs which will come. So that's why we reinvest the profits after we already made subs with what's already fucking free. Okay, so do the free stuff, make money, put it into Twitter, boom, start making more subs. Now you have 3 traffic methods working in unison together, bringing you subs on a day-to-day basis. Now, step 7 is make subs with Twitter, which comes with this investment. And the final goal with all of this, now all of a sudden you become the top G and you're making $15,000 per month on OnlyFans. And I know that sounds fantastic, right? This is where you want to get, top G himself. Now, there are some factors that contribute to the success of a strategy or method. And so I'm going to be brutally honest. It comes down to, first of all, your intelligence and ability to actually apply instructions and methods. Secondly, the scale of what you implement a method at, right? Are you opening 1 account or are you opening 10 accounts? It's just whatever you're able to do, proportionally, it will scale, right? So 1 account or 10 accounts, it makes a difference, guys. The quality of the content is, of course, important. It makes a difference. So if you have really, really bad content, it is going to be working against you. So these are just the variables that you need to make sure that you have in check. Okay? And then secondly, the upfront risk that you're willing to take. So how much time and money are you actually willing to spend before seeing a return on subs, right? Is it 10 hours of your time? Is it 1 hour of your time? Is it $500? Is it $200? It doesn't matter. You have to make this clear for yourself. How long will you continue to do it incorrectly, right? So the success of these methods will, yes, it is determined by how long you actually sit there and keep doing the wrong thing repeatedly and then wondering why it's not working. If that is you, you need to fix this variable, bro. Just stop. Just do it correctly. Like, how long is it going to take you to actually just stop doing it incorrectly and start doing it correctly? Just come to some realization that maybe you're doing it wrong. So this is kind of like the never-ending trend in OFM, right? Like people get in, they think that the only thing they have to do is sign a creator, and then they sign a creator, then they decide to, oh, okay, now I suck at marketing, so I have to learn marketing. They're chasing things like Reddit, dating apps, traffic providers. They get scammed, they get broke, they get pashed, and they're just like, oh, this is hopeless, right? But it's just because you played your cards in the wrong sequence. I don't know why you did that. Maybe somebody made you believe that you should play your cards in that sequence, but I'm telling you, it's the wrong sequence. The correct sequence is quite literally learn at the start, sign a creator, don't lose time, simply start threads. It's a 2-week period until you start seeing subs at the maximum. And then once you get into week 3, week 4, you start seeing your IG subs come through. And then after that, you're reinvesting into Twitter. It's so easy, guys. We're using absolutely standard marketing methods, social media, guys, like proper social media, Instagram, threads, Twitter. We're not going into subreddits or like /butt/boobs. It's just weird, right? You're going to get banned. You're going to get pashed. You're not going to be able to play the game right because you are a noob. And it's okay to be a noob. I want to make that clear. Being a noob is absolutely okay. You should be grateful that you're a noob. I think you're fucking awesome for being a noob because you actually started. You actually took action. You actually decided, I'm gonna do this right now. All right, guys, I guess that's it for this video. I'm not gonna keep talking any more than that. So we're just gonna sum it up right now. Last thing I wanna mention, right here, the OFM Incubator, guys, is my private community filled with a bunch of different methods and marketing strategies, specifically on Twitter, Threads, and Instagram, and a whole lot more. All right, you guys can go check it out. We have 50 plus members in the community already, 46 which joined through WAP, others were invited. So go check it out, come network, come see the strategies, and yeah. So hit me up, I'll be active in the group chats there. Wishing you health, wealth, and love. That is everything that's important in life, guys. Have a very good one. Yeah, that's it. Captain out, goodbye.